On the international scene, in the latest development of the Malaysian airliner MH17 plane crash investigations, Western countries have demanded that Russia put pressure on Ukrainian rebels to allow unhindered access to the site of the crash. Both Ukraine and the pro-Russian rebels have reportedly accused each other of shooting down the Boeing 777, which was flying from Amsterdam to Kuala Lumpur. Voice of America's Steve Herman, who is in Kuala Lumpur, tells us more.
Good evening from Kuala Lumpur, where there is a hope that anguish can be turned to action. At this hour, Malaysia's transport minister is on his way to Kiev, where there is already an advance team of Malaysian officials, and they are hoping to get to the crash site of Malaysia Flight 17 in eastern Ukraine in rebel-held territory. Before leaving from Kuala Lumpur, the minister told a packed news conference here that it is his hope that the site will be intact, that bodies and other evidence, which he called critical, will not be tampered with. He expressed some concern and anger, but said that the Prime Minister of Malaysia had been on the phone with the Russian president and that Russia is ensuring that it's doing its utmost to make sure that recovery specialists can get to the site and that there will be an impartial and international investigation. Here in the Malaysian capital, well, you can imagine people are still stunned by the loss of so many lives and a second Malaysia air tragedy in such a short time. On the front page of the newspaper today, of course, the question, who killed these families? And Malaysian government officials hope that that international investigation will be able to answer that in some period of time. Just what impact it's having on the country, we can see from the front page of this newspaper. A 72-year-old woman, a photograph of her weeping. She lost her daughter and 5 other family members, and the coverage is just literally wall-to-wall, front to back, as this newspaper says, anguish all over the world. For Channels TV, I'm Steve Herman, VOA News, Kuala Lumpur.
Well, more civilian casualties have been recorded in the ongoing crisis in the Gaza Strip. A Palestinian family and an Israeli Bedouin father were among those killed on Saturday as the casualty toll from Israel's ground campaign and rocket attacks from Gaza continued to rise. The Bedouin man died and family members were injured when a rocket hit their campsite in South Israel. The Palestinian family of 8 were also among at least 30 people killed as the death toll in Gaza surged past 300. Meanwhile, UN Chief Ban Ki-moon is heading to the region to help mediation efforts. And finally tonight, on a lighter note, humor can boost the immune system and lower blood pressure. Well, according to the Center for Disease Control, laughing for 10 to 15 minutes a day can burn off 10 to 40 calories. Laughter yoga is all it takes to achieve that. Developed 19 years ago by an Indian medical doctor, Madan Kataria, this perfect blend of yogic breathing, stretching, and silent retreat has come to stay.
A typical yoga session in progress. These are busy Hong Kong walkers who have gathered to laugh off their worries and connect with one another. The exercises are unapologetically silly and very short in order to move away from critical thinking.
The whole concept of laughter yoga is that you laugh for no reason, you fake it until you make it. And your body doesn't recognize, or your mind doesn't recognize whether you're laughing for a reason or not. Your entire body is being exercised. Your internal organs, your heart is being exercised. You're getting a great cardio workout. 10 minutes of belly laughter is equivalent to 30 minutes of cardio.
Participants are quick to commend the exercise they say brings them complete joy.
When I laugh, I feel the energy, a positive energy is around the whole room. And also, I feel the motion become more relaxed and also better.
The good news is everyone can laugh. It is only hoped that we learn to laugh more often, beat stress, and remain cheerful for the sake of our hearts.
Well, we really should learn to laugh more often. I need to learn to laugh more often because I really need to give up those calories or burn off those calories, so to speak. And the main news again. The police in Imo State, southeast Nigeria, have uncovered an underground kidnappers' den. The 8-room facility was used to keep their victims. The Minister of Health, Professor Onyebuchi Chukwu, has once again appealed to striking medical doctors to resume duties in the interest of suffering patients. And Ukraine has accused pro-Russian rebels of attempting to destroy evidence of international crimes at the crash site of Malaysian airliner MH17. Well, that's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Harriet Adminu. Good night.